Thank you. Not being hypocrite, yes, my religion really affects my LGBTQ decisions in life. However, I myself is a believer in God. I always go to church every Sunday, but it doesn't make you the person you are to be because person will always judge you no matter what you believe or your principles in life. I myself know that God will always be there to guide whether you are from the LGBTQI community or not. People ask me, and people say, gays or the LGBTQI members should live in loneliness. And I heard that from the church, and I disagree. Because right now I am happy. Happy for being contented for what I have been and for what God has given me. I may not be the most beautiful transgender in the world, but I still showcase love, respect, and gain my own identity. And that makes me a human being and a true believer in God. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, my vision starts at an early age when I saw members of the LGBTQIA plus community being the center of mockery and mistreatment, and to realize that it's not the treatment of others that forms our identity, but our sense of accountability, our accountability to the society. And in line with this realization, I believe that every LGBTQIA should have a proper social behavior. Proper social behavior for us to know what are the do's and don'ts. And in line with this, as a trans woman, if you wanted to have a sex change, then you'd have to pursue with it. You shouldn't ask nor consult to your friend, doctor, father, or mother. Ask yourself, do you want to be a woman? Think about it. Whatever the answer is, accept what is right and accept what have you decided. Because after all, this is our life. Good evening.
In today's life, there is no special way of explaining to religious sector or government about the same-sex marriage, same-sex relationship, being a trans, being a gay, and being a trans woman. I believe that you are because you're happy, you are because you are contented, and you are because you are born to be. We did not choose to be like this. It's not our choice. It's our life. And for that moment that same-sex marriage will be questioned, then it's been around for centuries, and people think that it's unethical, unmoral, immoral. But there's a lot of things nowadays that are immoral, like lying, cheating, sexual abuse. But I see no one protesting those people. So if I have to convince the government about same-sex conduct, same-sex marriage, I would have to put up the basic foundation why people fall in love, why people who they are. It's because of love. And love is a transcendent of everything. We should be given a chance to love who we want to love and spend the rest of life with. And if the government and the church will use the religion to justify their hate, don't listen to them, because hate doesn't come from religion. It comes from fear. Thank you.
Everyone, let me just share and grab this opportunity to share what I have been doing for the past months ago. I am a dancing queen in Itbulaga. I have been seen in national TV. I have worked as a social media influencers, and I'll be honest with you. Social media is one of the biggest platforms that can share and connect to millions of people around the world. Now the question is, how would I be able to promote Lapu-Lapu City knowing that the Dato Magellan was actually the one who was killed by Lapu-Lapu City? As simple as this, ladies and gentlemen. I will definitely use what I've got. I will continue to promote Lapu-Lapu City in the world by using my own content in TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. And that way, I'll be able to connect people around the world that Lapu-Lapu City has something that we can showcase around the world. And let me tell you something, and I would like to remind you, every one of you here, let's not gonna change what has been written in the book and in the history. Because we know, everyone, that Lapu-Lapu was killed in Magellan. And that what makes us proud of, ladies and gentlemen, because we stand as a Filipino, as a Oponganon, and let's celebrate. And that's the reason why we are here tonight. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you so much. This is actually such a hot topic right now, and it's very relevant nowadays. Being a trans woman, we transition from birth as a male to living our lives into woman. We even change our names to the woman name that we have right now. Facebook or Meta, being given that policy is actually not inclusive, and it is discriminating to the trans population. It does not involve the only trans women, but also trans men who change their names to the male name. Now, if I were Facebook, I would like to suggest that they should be all embracing. They should celebrate inclusivity. Hello, we are indeed in 2022. Let's eliminate discrimination. Let's eliminate exclusivity and embrace inclusivity. Ladies and gentlemen, in this modern times, we must embrace all gender identity, sexual orientation, and expression. Because after all, we will not be able to move forward if we will always take 2 steps backward. Let's all move forward all together to enjoy a more diverse, inclusive, and happy and successful world. Thank you and good evening.
Very well said. Indeed,